Welcome to the short version of the Oracle's Lens, the Oracle's Lens Snapshot. We're going to observe, we're going to learn, and we're going to be inspired here. And what are we looking at today? We're going to look at tipping points. This is not so much what I'm seeing beyond the surface, but what I am hearing and what I am feeling that is really going on below the layers and layers of all of the chaos and noise and movements and shifts and the burning fire horse galloping through this cycle. All right, so we're going to look at tipping points. Let's start by defining what a tipping point is. A tipping point is a critical threshold or turning point in a system, process, or situation where a small incremental change sparks a significant, often irreversible, and rapid transformation. It represents the moment when a trend becomes unstoppable. And where did we get that energy from before? The unstoppable energy of silk, right? Of softness, refined, intentional, and unstoppable, right? So it represents the moment when a trend becomes unstoppable and leads to major long-term consequences. So a lot is going on. And I'm listening to a lot of interviews and I'm listening to professionals talk about their expertise and their experiences in different areas. And as I listen to these interviews, I'm hearing a lot of possibilities. I'm hearing a lot of opportunities for something really new to be created, while all of these things are being dismantled, right? While all of this shifting and chaos is going on, right? So I'm actually encouraged, right? And this is where the inspiration is coming in, right? I'm observing everything that's really going on within me as well as around me. But I'm being encouraged. And I'm encouraged because I see so many different people from so many different backgrounds analyze what's going on with a spoon of optimism and a spoon of creativity. That despite their backgrounds and different experiences, the majority of people are truly calling for more moral awareness, more truth, more integrity from our leaders as well as just from ourselves, right? The common citizen, right? More unity and a higher level of consciousness, right? And I am truly, truly inspired by that. To me, it's saying that the majority is looking for something better. And there is a minority, but just as they say, empty cans make the most noise in the market. So there is a minority, and they do have a perspective. But from where I stand, from my perspective, from all of the different things that I am listening to, there is this energy of, as these systems are breaking down, there is this grand opportunity for something brand new and something different to be created, and the possibility for those are more likely than the doom perspectives. You know what I mean? So the tipping points are here. Many different tipping points are here for us to be inspired by, right? something that is also coming to me is that, I listened to the speech after the UN resolution, and the guy said, we couldn't wait for the other ones, right? So it's like the waiting is over. We don't need to wait anymore. And waiting for something to happen that has proven itself to be delayed, let's put it that way, is that a smart choice, right? He literally said, if you haven't made up your mind by now, we've given you about 100 years, right? We are now 100 years later down the road, and you are still indecisive. So we can't wait for them anymore, right? We're moving on, right? And that's a real powerful statement. Like, we've given you 100 years. If this is your position, we accept that, but we're still moving on, and we're gonna build this thing together with those like-minded people that are around us, and really that's my advice. No longer do we have to wait, right? Waiting for justice, thinking of even like the COVID experience 2020, and even with the Epstein files, like, there's this waiting for this justice. They must be arrested, they must be found, and all of this. And I remember saying this years ago, even with COVID, that it wasn't so much about the justice, but it was about people now knowing, and people having that awareness, right? And people having that opportunity to now do something different. So I really feel like it's here we are again, that waiting for the justice will be a never-ending process. And I'm not looking forward to people being arrested, or even the apologies some 50 or 60 years from now, where it will just be symbolic. It wouldn't be that impactful. But to just, accept where they are and move on. Move on with what you have to do, and gather with like-minded people. And as you execute and navigate your plans, be more diplomatic, be wise, and be balanced, right? Be the example that we want our quote-unquote leaders, as well as our communities, to follow, right? So through an oracle's lens, I see that we are witnessing and participating in the momentum of creating more of what we want, while we are also dismantling what is no longer aligned. And that's truly where we are. So like I said, this is what I'm seeing and hearing and feeling more than anything. It's not coming through the cards, but just through life, right? What is coming to me, what I'm listening to. And so I said, all right, now let me check it out with Chat GPT. Let me have a conversation with Chat GPT. So I said, Chat GPT, would you consider this time in history a tipping point? And this is Chat GPT's response. The short answer, yes. This period can reasonably be seen as a tipping point, but not in a single, simple direction. It's more like a convergence of multiple tipping points happening at once. Number 1. Environmental and planetary systems. We are very close to, and in some cases already crossing thresholds in Earth systems. Climate, biodiversity, oceans. These are called ecological tipping points, where change becomes self-reinforcing and hard to reverse. And to me, that's the nutshell of it. The change that we're experiencing right now, it's self-reinforcing, right? right? And it's creating irreversible changes, right? This isn't theoretical anymore, it says. It says more intense storms are here, fires and heat waves, species loss is accelerating, and ice melt affecting global systems. Secondly, technology and consciousness expansion. AI, biotech, and digital networks are reshaping how humans think, create, and connect. We're crossing a threshold where 1. Knowledge is no longer scarce. 2. Human identity is blending with technology. And 3. Creativity is becoming more collaborative with humans and machines. This is as disruptive, as the printing press, or bigger. Could you imagine that? Right? This is bigger than the printing press coming on. Some people are like, what's the printing press? Google it. Number 3, social and cultural rewiring. And this is our tipping point, right? So it's happening on the external, but internally as well as, in our social networks and our cultural rewiring, which is kind of internal and external combined, right? There is also something happening. We're seeing tension and awakening at the same time. I think that's the tipping point, right? The tension and the awakening happening at the same time. And sometimes we tend to just, look at the bad stuff and not see the light, the good stuff that is emerging and really laying down the foundation as this old stuff is breaking down. So the tension and the awakening are happening at the same time. 1, old systems, economic, political, institutional, are being questioned. And that's the beauty of it. People are looking at this stuff and saying, hey, what's really going on now? Or what you're saying, is that even true? It's being questioned, and I love that it's being questioned, because the question starts the quest. I heard today that your response creates your path. Your response is your path, right? And your question starts your quest. So people are seeking meaning, identity, and truth beyond traditional structures. And that came up in this month's Oracle Lens, right? Seek and you shall find. So people are seeking meaning, identity, and truth beyond traditional structures. And thirdly, grassroots movements are rising globally, right? So what happened in the UN is not a grassroots movement, but it's definitely, again, some foundation, a new foundation being set. And I'm sure that much will be built from this foundation now, right? As well as there might also be some grassroots movements that are created from just the setting of that resolution. So this creates instability, but also possibility. So you see, we have tension, but also awakening. We have instability, but also possibility. This is the beauty of the tipping point. This is the inspiration and encouragement that I'm feeling of the tipping points, right? And lastly, the 4th area is personal and inner turning points. On the individual level, many people feel 1, a pull toward purpose. 2, heightened intuition or sensitivity. And 3, a need to realign with something bigger, right? So there's this Phoenix rising moment. Again, we're in the year of the fire horse. That's a lot of transformation and burning and rising up, right? So all of this mirrors the outer shifts. Historically, large societal transitions often coincide with inner awakenings across populations. And as I listen, I'm hearing the inner awakenings across the different populations of people, as well as the foundations and the initiations of what is to come, right? So it wraps up by saying, so is it a tipping point? Yes. But it's not just collapse or breakthrough. It's a threshold moment. Think of it like this. Not the end of the story, but the moment where multiple futures become possible. And ChatGPT says what happens next depends on 1. Collective choices, 2. Systems we reinforce or dismantle, and 3. how individuals like you and me choose to show up. And it says, if I tune into your perspective, Akita, this kind of time often calls for bridge builders, people who can hold both ancient wisdoms and emerging realities. So, here we are. We are at multiple tipping points. What possibilities do you see emerging to create the reality that you want to experience? This is a snapshot of the Oracle's lens. See you in a couple of weeks.